What's up, guys? So today I am here with co-writer and director of the film Freeland, Mario Fuloni. Mario, thank you so much for taking the time out to chat with me today, man.
Thanks for having me.
So, can you start off by kind of telling me what exactly is Freeland about? Just give me kind of that backstory into it.
Sure. So Freeland is a sort of like a spare drama that follows a 60-some-year-old pot grower in Northern California uh, who is forced to go legal and is trying to adapt to this new legal landscape and trying to hold on to her way of life and to her identity as a black market pot grower.
All right, Mario, and can you talk a little bit about the inspiration behind Freeland?
Sure. So Kate and I, Kate is my collaborator in the film, Kate McLean. We went to grad school together, and while in grad school for journalism, we worked on a documentary about this community where the economy really revolves around pot growing. And this was about 10 years ago, and ever since we've been revisiting that place. It's about 5 hours from where we live, and and dreaming about what it would be like to make another film there, and especially like a fiction this time. And we worked on very different versions of the story until we found this what we shot, which was a very spare focus on one character. And and really when we found connected with Krisha Fairchild, who plays the main character, and we started developing that character with her, and really it was a collaboration on on building that character together. That's when the film really sort of like the project really came together in the current form. So we tried to keep it as close to the reality of that place and the reality of what's happening to small pot growers as possible. And while creating this character, so it's a fictional character, and trying to get into her mindset and trying to get into her feelings as she experiences this turmoil.
All right, so you also have a really stout cast, man. I mean, you got Lily Gladstone, Frank Mosley, the
It's
list goes
amazing.
on. So, can you
Yeah.
kind of tell me about how this fantastic cast, the role they played in enhancing the reality of Freeland and making it come to life?
Absolutely. So okay, so we have so we have Lily Gladstone and Frank Mosley, and they both came in through our amazing producer Laura Hebertson, and through Krisha. They both knew Krisha from the festival circuit, and once Krisha was on board, she reached out to them. We reached out to them, and they fortunately came on board. And the way we worked with them was similar. We had this sort of like the sketch of the character, but we really gave it to them and said, hey, let's build this together. Let's make these characters together. And so they brought a ton, and we gave a lot of room for improvisation on sets too. So it sort of it ended up being just this amazing just collaboration. And then we had a incredible casting director, Michelle Maxon, who works out of the Bay Area, and she's a theater person here, but she knows a ton of incredible stage actors here, and indie actors here in the Bay Area. And so all the smaller parts that in the film are cast locally, and I think that really helped keep this sort of like level of performance of verisimilitude in the film. That was really important to us. Like at first we really wanted to make the film with non-actors, and we decided against it. There are a couple people in it that are non-actors, but we decided against it for several reasons. But we wanted to have that feeling that you're watching, that you're really watching real people, and I think that was key for that, was to get the local actors on board.
Now, seeing as how the Bentonville Film Festival is oriented around diversity and inclusion all around the board, can you tell me what does it mean to you having your film showcased here at the BFF?
I mean, I think, and for us, it was very important to build a team that didn't follow that sort of like hierarchical and male dominated sort of model. So and it was a very small team, and it was very important to create this sense of like a family, like on set. So um, and I think we were able to do that. I'm very happy that we were. And it was something that we really took very seriously as we thought of who we wanted to have with us on board.
All right, Mario. So for those of us who don't know much about the film but want to find out more, is there any social media that you'd like to put out there for us?
Oh, Freeland Film on Facebook is probably the best place that we keep all where the festivals we're going to and all of that.
All right, Mario. Thank you so much for your time, man.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having us.